Even know the kid's name who murdered the kid at the track meet because he asked him to get out of his seat. But apparently, like BLM or someone did a big like GoFundMe for them. Now his
Okay. Hey y'all, hey. How y'all doing? How your mama doing? So she don't want to say Carmelo Anthony's name. Even though she got this article right here where she had to go look for it and then pinned it and then react to it. But she want to roll her little eyes and her little pink cheeks and say, I don't really know these people's name. But she know everything fucking else, like misinformation on the GoFundMe money, the $900,000 house, the alleged Cadillac Escalade that was allegedly purchased with the GoFundMe money instead of being spent for the lawyer. But she don't know the name, but she know all this other shit, right? She do not know Carmelo Anthony's name, but she know every fucking thing else, right? See, I wouldn't come on here to be cussing and be rude, but in certain situations, they already call us ignorant and uneducated. Huh? Come again and say what? They don't want to say we uneducated and we ignorant, but the most ignorant of all is this lady right here saying that she don't know the kid's name, but she had to go clip this article and post it to TicToc to get some views because all they want is attention from us. They just want our attention. They just want our attention. We giving them what they want, but not how they want it. Tell me how you want it, I give it to you. But moving on, I'm just going to sit here and give y'all a few clips of how these people, these Americans that's living in the same fucked up ass reality of America like the rest of us. Some of us may be living good, like the Anthony family. They living well. They in a gated community. They can afford to buy a $900,000 house. Get all these cars. Buy Domino's pizza. And they can afford Amazon packages. That's what the neighbor said. So again, I'm just giving y'all a little clips of all these people being loud and proud and fucking wrong. But moving on.
father is taking those funds and buying a new house with it. And we're supposed to be, so you all basically bought them a new home, which they're trying to say they need to move for security reasons. So just hire a security detail. Like, why do you need to move unless you just want a new house? Like, this is BLM moving into mansions all over again. Can you even imagine?
Girl, your breath stink. Anyways, yeah, with Black Lives Matter, the activist lady that was the co-founder and the leader of that, yeah, she did get those funds and she did misuse them, but that's not in this case. See, they always want to rope all of us black folks when something goes wrong or something do go wrong. They always want to say, oh, well, she just mentioned the Black Lives Matter. What did the lady do with them funds? She gave them to her brother and her family, and then she bought her a house over here and a house over there that she said was for this, that, and the third, but it really wasn't. She did. She did that. She misused those funds, but that's not what. In this case, that ain't what they did. But again, she's loud and wrong. And baby, give up that plastic surgery. You're looking so plastic with that shiny ass face. Yeah, I'm gonna let that motherfucker from saw, but I ain't finna sit here and exchange insults with you. Cause I'm classy lady like that. But moving on.
Now, the Carmelo Anthony, the kid in that big Texas case, his family has just bought a new Escalade and is renting out a $900,000 house. The other day, a judge lowered his bail from $1 million to $250,000. This is very coincidental, meaning that he raised $500,000 on a GoFundMe in a week. And they were able to pull out half of it, which is $250,000. So with this GoFundMe, he was able to get out of jail after the judge lowered it by $750,000, which is absurd. And now the family just had a lump sum of the other $250,000. And you're probably wondering that they're using it on a lawyer or not. No, they bought brand new cars and they're now renting out a new house. Also, there's this footage going around of the lawyer walking out of the courthouse with Carmelo Anthony using the Meta sunglasses. And as he's walking out, he pushes up on a female reporter. And also before he walks out, he brags, and you can hear it in the, sunglasses audio.
Look at this Ken Barbie doll. I look so cute with that little blue eyes. Hi, sugar. How are you? You are another one that want to be first to the information. Let's be first to the race and be stupid and dumb and spreading false information. Hey, Ken, how you doing, sweetie? Okay, here goes another one getting the information. And then he was, baby, let me tell y'all, he even went a step further, y'all. He added some music for our entertainment. Thank you, baby. That little song that you was playing, whatever, it was kind of jazzy and a little racy. With your American sweet stand statue behind you, sugar. But hey, Ken, I like those eyes. Are very mesmerizing. Sorry that your plastic face and your pretty blue eyes, you're still loud and wrong, you fucking dummy.
Anthony Carmelo living in a luxury home worth $900,000 home in gated community in Frisco's exclusive Richwoods community, paying rent $3,500 a month. A black Acura and a brand new car with temporary tags sat in the driveway. Neighbors whispered he got a new car. The license plate expires June 4th. Anthony's family claimed financial hardship to slash his bond of $1 million to $250,000. Yet their Give Send Go legal fund raked in over $440,000. They begged.
And not to bring up that person case into this case, most three case with Yellow Beezy. He's an entertainer. He makes money. He played the same ball game what his attorney did, saying that he has to pay this, that, and the third. He has a family to support. He support all his other family members. So he has to take care of his baby mama and his grandma and stuff like that. He also had $1 million bond. And it got lowered to 200 and was it 200 or 250,000? I'm not sure. But hey, like I said, I'm not trying to throw up that case, but it's a reference to this case. It's both. Well, he had a higher murder to higher case, and this case. So again, if you can argue to get your bond reduced, why not? If you can raise the funds for a GoFundMe, why not? If it's not come out of your pocket, it's not come out of your children's pocket, why in the fuck do you care? Because the narrative has been spent, tomato, that you guys want to make Carmelo Anthony and his family look bad, which in this case they could never. But moving on.
For privacy, but Amazon trucks piled deliveries at their door. And while Anthony's lawyer insisted he was a frightened kid acting in self-defense, prosecutors grilled Anthony's parents in court. Why hadn't they used the fundraiser cash to post bail? It isn't as simple as giving a phone call to access it, they claimed, even as donations bankrolled their move into the guarded enclave, private security, and that suspiciously new car. Meanwhile, Metcalf's mother mourned her son on Facebook. He was my entire world. Richwood's residents had no idea a murder suspect lived among them until Anthony walked free. One neighbor spat, "The best thing they can do is move." But behind those manicured gates, the Anthony family story keeps shifting. Their wealth, their motives, even their version of the fatal stabbing. And with every dollar donated, every luxury uncovered, one question grows louder. Who's really financing a killer's second chance? Reporters found Anthony.
Obviously, it's the people that care for the truth And I'm quite sure it's not just Black Americans that is sending in money to this GoFundMe. Some people are anonymous. Some people have their true identity. We don't know. I haven't seen it. But that is a big thing that's going on now. It's trying to spin the narrative that Carmelo Anthony's family spent this money on Amazon gifts, Domino Pizza, a luxury house, and a luxury car. But they failed to mention that their address has been exposed. Their address has been exposed. Even though they say in a gated community, we had an incident a few years back where it was a girl that stayed in Texas that stayed in a gated community. Her white lover hopped the fence, got into her garage, and unalived her. So, when they stay, this family right here stay in a gated community, thinking that it's going to be safe and secured because you have to have how you going to get access into the community? A phone call, your name on the list, you got your ID. That didn't happen with that one girl that got unalived from Texas. The dude hopped the fence and got in her and went in her garage and waited for she got home from work and unalived her. So the media wants everyone to paint this kid in such a bad way. They would come up with any lie they can to taint this family's reputation. So I'm going to show you maybe like 1 or 2 more clips of the media, the Caucasians, not all, but some. And some of these people, like the Daily Mail, there is a big platform. They came out and spread this information and people ran with it. And I don't want to jump on this because they made it a race thing. Anytime when it has something to do with a black and a white or a Mexican, black, whatever, it's always a race thing. Why this can't be 2 kids that had an altercation and it went too far? Why this can't be that? That's not what they want us to do. They want it to be divided. And then it's also sad that mostly black people come together only in situations like this. But there was no marches. They were not there marching, saying we shall overcome. No. But again, it's very sad that black Americans always come together in a kumbaya when they have situations like this. When it's always a black and white situation. Why can't we love on each other every day? And hey, I take part of that too. But I know I take accountability on situations that I was involved in when it was black on black, talking trash, fighting, just being straight ignorant. As a grown woman, as a black woman. And you say, hey, keep talking, I'm going to beat your ass. I said that. Y'all go to my video. Y'all see it. But hey, I can take accountability on that. It was wrong at the time. And hey, who's to say if an opportunity comes up again and I'm faced with something like that, I won't say the same damn thing. But moving on.
Home worth $900,000 home.
And Carmelo Anthony's family is now taking the money from the GoFundMe and renting a $900,000 home along with buying an Escalade. So what happened is the judge, he had a $1 million bond. The judge reduced it to $250,000. Apparently they made $500,000 off the GoFundMe. So what did they do with that extra $250,000? You would think, are they paying lawyers? No. They're renting a really nice house. They're buying fancy cars. God knows what else they're buying that they're not reporting. What is the state of America when you can literally somebody and then people give you a bunch of money to GoFundMe, and you don't actually take that money to pay lawyers, you take that money to live like a lavish lifestyle. America has gone full-blown insane. It's the same story with Luigi. This guy in cold blood, somebody in the back of the head, and he got a bunch of money. What is a...
Oh, baby, you mad. You need to go change that dirty ass funky ass shirt and go wash your fucking body, because I know that fucking hair smell like wet dog. You is sweating in your room with a fucking ceiling fan right there. Turn that bitch on, because this situation right here got you hot and bothered, baby. I know that hair stank. It stank. And go change your shirt and put up some goddamn deodorant and shave your fucking face. Because you know what you are? You are another one that's loud and fucking wrong. Moving on.
Black people, because black people got a heart of retribution and vengeance and violence and anger. They want to get back at white people. No wonder Dr. King them could get some things and we can't. Because Dr. King them say, hey man, don't hit them back. Hey man, don't hit them back. And them people got way more. Now this group say, let's kill them. Let's kill them. But show kids, you hear about kids every day in the hood schools getting bullied, but y'all don't have this much outrage for bullying. They have a no bullying month, but y'all don't have this much out. But now all of a sudden, it's out, let's kill the bully. Most of y'all are bullies.
And see, as much as we, talking about us black folk, as much as we dislike the things that come out of Charleston White's mouth, he got a dirty, filthy mouth, but majority of the time when he be speaking, he be kind of right. And see, y'all don't want to receive it because of what he say about your favorite. Like he just said, they got a bully month. People on the social media getting bullied every day. And they don't even know them motherfuckers. But won't meet up in real life. It was an opportunity to take that chance. No, they won't. Because a lot of these motherfuckers on social media are motherfucking keyboard gangsters, hiding behind their cell phones or their tablets or their computer. Baby, I tell you the fucking truth, not. When it's time to put in the fucking work, would you really show up? Because you show up and go live. You show up, press record, and then upload. Talk more shit than a little bit. But would you do the same if it was in person? Yeah, I sure would. I sure would. I meet that bitch with, baby. I beg you not. But again, y'all dislike this man for whatever reason y'all dislike him. But y'all must admit to yourself that sometimes when he speak, even if you don't want to hear it, you have to give it to him. He do be speaking facts. Just like in the situation, this black man, this white man, well, these two children, like teenagers, he's speaking kind of truthfully, even though we don't want to hear the shit, because not in this fucking moment. But if we gonna be grown up and adults in the situation, you have to say, yeah, I don't like this picket nigga, but he speaking truthfully. He's spitting little facts. I don't want to tell him that you right, brother. He ain't my motherfucking brother. You right, Charleston White. Even though that we don't want to admit it publicly, because they don't like your dog ass, because you talk about their fave that they don't know that they met in real life. But it is what it is. A lot of pygmies. But moving on, Charleston White.
Most of y'all, come on, cuz, OG, bullies. Come on, Crip Blood bullies. But now we want to kill the bully. When most of black children go to school every day and have to face a bully, why you think they got to wear Michael Jordan tennis shoes? But now we got a problem with bullies, huh? When have we ever told our kids to go kill the bully? We taught our kids how to stand up to the bully. No matter if it was two of them, fight both of them. But you don't put your life in danger to kill unless you got killing in you. But if you listen to kill music, you got killing in you. There's no way good kids kill. I know a nigga stabbed the girl 93 times, but before he got to 93, he dropped the knife. She begged and she pleaded. He dropped the knife. But because he was abused and he had anger and he had rage inside of him for what his daddy was doing to him, he finished the what's in you gonna come out of you. And good kids don't stab people to death, y'all. This is a kid with some trauma. Let's get the background story first. Just because he out there in Frisco.
But moving on.
Black people, y'all wrong, and no wonder God got you cursed. I'm starting to think that curse on us is real, that the Hebrews say, this group heart is hateful, no compassion. I remember telling my brother one time, God will never let you out of jail, nigga, if you ain't got no remorse for the people you killed. No wonder God can't bless black people, because black people got a heart of retribution and vengeance and violence.
Again, so he was spitting a little bit truth in there, but again, it's who it's coming from. Like, he don't have a shady past. The stuff that they say that he have done. So again, you don't want to hear it from him, but he wasn't saying no lie. So I came across this one, and this is a Caucasian guy. The only one that I came across. I don't say there's not some out there. I'm not aware of them, but this is the only one that I seen that spoke truthfully about the house and the car and the GoFundMe. You have all these other people with their pink cheeks and their pretty little eyes, so cute, sugar, that wants to steer the narrative that Carmelo and his family, they're not middle class family. They're ratchet. They're on food stamps. They're on Section 8. They get government assistance. He come from a broken home. Don't be tricked by the facade that they stay in this type of community, that this man goes to work every day. He makes this type of money. They mad about that. They don't want us to see that. They can't believe that this family comes from money. That a black man actually works hard, and he is still in the house with his wife, the mother of his children. They don't want us to know that, because that's not what was supposed to be done. It was supposed to be the black woman on welfare, food stamps, the daddy out there on the corner selling drugs, going to jail, having multiple baby mamas. That's what they want the black community to be. Why this family over here, they go to church every Sunday. He does community service. He has a halo over his head. He walks around with angel wings because he's such an angel. He do everything from the righteousness of his heart. He looks out for people. He take care of people. He's such a friendly person. Well, if that was to be true, if he was such a friendly person, and again, this is a child, a teenager that we're talking about, that they say that he never got into trouble. He's always looking out for people because he has a good heart. He's a caring young man. But if that was so true, how come he had a problem with Carmelo Anthony? And we're going to take out race right here. These are two individual kids of the same age. both athletic. So if Austin was such caring and he's a good-hearted person, then how come he had a problem with Carmelo Anthony sitting on the bleachers under a tent while it was raining? It doesn't matter who said this and who got aggressive and it was agitated. We don't care who said what. So we want to sit here and believe that Carmelo have seen Austin and just went to him as like, what, nigga, I ain't finna move. So he was just talking to himself. So he seen this white boy and went up to him and started talking shit and started being aggressive. Nothing was provoked. Carmelo just went up to this angel, this friendly person, and just started rah for no reason. So again, there's video evidence that the lawyers have seen, and I cannot wait for the evidence to come out so we really can get into the meat and potatoes. And it's sad that he lost his life, and it's sad that this young boy had to fight for his freedom. But again, you can't not sit here and just paint one person as this demonic individual and he's so angry, and then have the other kid just because he lost his life that he was such a God gift to this world, because we are all God's children. And we say, he without sin cast the first stone. He without sin cast the first stone. But we want to paint this family over here to be Section 8 welfare EBT driven, while this family over here stay in a nice 2-parent household. But it's the opposite. They can't believe that Carmelo Anthony actually lived in a gated community. He has 2 loving parents, and his father goes to work every day to make money so he can provide for his household. So, this is the last video. I hope you guys can look at this as a bigger picture without looking at it as race, because these are 2 teenagers that they both lost. There's no winners in this situation. It's because Austin lost his life in a fucked up ass way. And God knows the truth. And the people that was out there, they know what they want to know. So you can see something right in front of your eyes, and you will make your brain say, hey, that's not what happened. I saw it this way. So, can we please share this video, get the likes up so we can hit the algorithm, so we can spread the right information about this family and the GoFundMe money and his household, and not what they want us to think about this family. And God bless Austin and his family, because it is a loss. Regardless of if he was the aggressor and he initiated first, well, forget all that. He's still not here. And as much as I dislike this situation, I'm a twin. I'm a twin. And what I really want to say is going to piss a lot of people off. Only because of the fact that I am a twin. And God forbid something happened to my twin sister, and she's the oldest. Child, it won't be enough to make me not come look for you. So the loss that he had for his twin, his identical twin, so when he look in the mirror, he see his twin. They say that they did everything together, and now he don't have that. It's like when you lose your twin, you lose a part of you. If you are identical or fraternal, it's still your twin. It's a bond different between siblings, and you have a twin. Even if the mom did have other children, but she don't. I'm saying hypothetically, that bond that a twin would have, they got their own little language going on over there. Where the other children got their shit going on over there. So, this is a hot tragedy. It's a mess. And so again, I said this is the last video I'm going to give y'all. This is spreading the truth about what's going on and not what the media and those people over there want us to think. And it's a thing called life. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad, but put your faith in God. He will see you through. God love you. I love you. But I hope you love yourself even more. Keep it in mind. It'll get greater later.
$1,000 that has been raised.
So the amount of misinformation being spread about what Carmelo Anthony's family supposedly did with the money they raised is just on another level and clearly on purpose. Let me explain. So every conservative influencer and garbage media outlet is screaming all over the internet that Carmelo Anthony's family either bought or rented a $900,000 home and purchased a brand new car, some are saying Cadillac Escalade, with the money they raised on Give, Send, Go. But it's all very easily disproven nonsense. So that's what I'm going to do real quick, starting with the house, which if you do 5 seconds of work, you can tell these people have lived in for a while. Because first off, the images that people are cropping and sharing of the house originally come from a Facebook post back in 2023. And then shortly after the incident, the photos along with this text were shared on TikTok, but the original post is from 2023. And if you simply look this house up on Zillow, you will see that the last time this house was listed was basically October of 2022, or towards the end of 2022. And manifesting God's promises all of 2023 does sound like something that somebody who bought a house at the end of 2022 would say. But if that's not even enough for you, they also talked to the neighbors who said they were living a lavish lifestyle of Amazon Prime and Domino's pizza deliveries. But you know what the neighbors didn't say? Oh, those people, they just moved in. So yeah, it's very obvious that these people already lived there. The only shred of truth in this whole thing is Carmelo Anthony's father did say they would be moving because they're receiving threats now. Something that is very common in high-profile cases like Kyle Rittenhouse's, for example. Only difference is when he did it, the Daily Wire framed it as him moving to a safe house. But what about the car that 3 different media outlets and every conservative influencer is claiming he bought with the GoFundMe money? Well, the story behind that is even dumb. Because 2 of the outlets cite the Daily Mail, and the Daily Mail thought this was enough evidence to put it in a headline. Talking to the neighbor, he got a new car, the resident told the outlet. If you look at the license plate, it's got a paper tag that says expires June 4th. Like, I don't think I have to explain to you how dumb that is, right? Because even if it is their car, we wouldn't know when they bought it, and they could have just lost the license plate and applied for a new one. Or there's probably a million people going in and out of there, lawyers, all kinds of stuff. How do we even know it's their car? I also just want to quickly point out that it takes 5 days to even get any money after your first donation from Give, Send, Go. And the first time we heard about Anthony's Give, Send, Go gaining traction was on the 7th. And these reports about the spending came out on the 15th, which means they probably talked to the neighbor on the 14th, which gives you like a 48-hour window to do all this spending. So when I say that the misinformation going around is so bad, it's clearly on purpose. This is what I mean. It's very clear that this family already had money, and it's also clear that there's no evidence of them doing anything nefarious with the money donated. So that should really make you question why all these so-called media people are going around saying it.
The family has reportedly bought a new house.